This is the plaintiff, Brian O'Gorman. He says the defendant placed a drink on top of his MacBook Pro laptop, and sure enough, the drink spilled and fried the thing. When he asked for her to pay for it, the defendant's mother got involved and tried to insinuate it was his fault the drink spilled because he put his laptop in a bad place. Hello? He just wants the defendant to own up to her mistake and to pay him the $755 it's going to cost him to repair his computer. This is the defendant, Casey. She says she placed her drink on top of the plaintiff's armoire and had no idea his laptop was up there because it was totally out of sight. She had no expectation that an expensive electronic device would be up so high because it wasn't visible. She's sorry her drink spilled, but a laptop, a New Year's Eve party, and drinks simply don't mix. She's accused of getting sloppy.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant spilled a drink on his laptop and ruined it, but the defendant says the laptop was hidden, so it's his problem. It's the case of lap dancing.
Okay, Brian O'Gorman,
Hey,
you are suing your former friend Casey for $755, the cost to repair a laptop that was damaged as a result of what you say is her negligence. Tell me what's going on.
Well, for New Year's Eve, I organized a little get-together of our close friends. There was about 15 of us total that got the 4 rooms. There were 4 rooms total, and I set it up so we wouldn't have to drive, just stay in the hotel, don't have to worry about that. And we got up there around 6 o'clock, me and my roommates and the person driving. Went to our room, dropped our baggage off, and after that we brought food up to the girls' room because we all made food to eat and share.
And she's one of your good friends who was renting another room?
Yes.
Okay. You two have known each other how long?
About 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got up there, we ate, and while we were there after the food, we had a couple of drinks or two, and we went back downstairs to shower up and get ready for the night. And while I was down there, me and Chris were talking about where to put everything. We put our stuff out of harm's way if any guests came in, no one would go through our bags or anything like that. And then we tried to.
These people were your good friends. You were worried about people walking in and going through your bags. Okay.
Just to make sure. So
Smart.
then after that, I worried about the laptop, and the laptop, didn't want anything to happen to it. So we looked around, and Chris told me, he goes, let's put it up here. It's the highest thing in the room. It's out of the way. So I put it up there.
What's up there?
The laptop.
No, I know. What is up
Oh, the armoire.
there?
I'm sorry.
An armoire.
Yeah.
Okay. And how tall was the armoire?
Maybe about 5 foot 10 inches. On me, it was up to here. So.
Okay. Were you trying to hide it, or were you trying to just?
No, I just wanted it out of everyone's way. I didn't want anyone going near it, messing with it, messing with it, doing anything really.
Okay.
So,
was it closed or open?
It was open. There was music playing from it. So.
Oh, so you were playing music from it at the time?
Yes.
Okay. So it's open like this, 90 degrees?
Yes.
All right. And on an armoire that ends at the more or less 5 foot what?
About 5 foot 10 inches.
5 foot 10 inches.
Maybe a little higher. I have, yeah. And then a little later, after we got ready, the girls came down, and about 40 minutes later or so is when the drink spilled.
How did that happen?
I guess she just reached up to put the drink up on there, and it spilled over. And our other friend instantly grabbed the laptop before I had a chance to do anything, and she brought it into the bathroom. She put a towel to it, was trying to get the water out, and she used a blow dryer too to try to get everything out of it. And then afterwards, we put the laptop away, and I told Casey, I'm like, listen, it's New Year's Eve. Let's just enjoy the night now. And
what was she saying?
She was really apologetic. I'm so sorry. And
was she drunk?
None of us were drunk. It was pretty early in the night.
Sort of early in the night. Okay. So what happened?
Okay, so like he said, a bunch of us, 15 of us, went. We all rented hotel rooms, and I had my first mixed drink that I had in my hand, and I was holding it.
Are you 21?
Yes, I'm 21.
Are you 21?
Yeah.
Was everybody in the room 21?
Yes.
Yeah, you better say yes. Go ahead. So go ahead. They're trying to do the responsible thing. They're renting rooms as opposed to drive-in, and go on.
So people wanted to take pictures, and 15 people in a room, everyone's moving around. I don't want alcohol in my pictures or any type of drinks. Obviously, they're probably going to go up on Facebook, and I'm trying to be professional.
She's trying to do exactly what we tell them to do.
So
she doesn't want to be pictured with a drink.
Yes.
Right, because you just never know which employer is going to go on your Facebook account.
Yeah,
right?
so I was trying to start making sure I don't have alcohol in my drinks and everything like that, being responsible.
Alcohol in your drinks or alcohol in your hands and
alcohol
pictures?
in my hands with pictures.
Okay, let's be straight. All right, so go on.
So I looked around and I saw the dresser there, and I had no idea that his laptop was up there. I didn't hear him.
How tall was the dresser?
Probably about twice my size. I mean, I'm 5'1", so.
You're short, but twice your size, really?
I mean,
really?
It was probably not like twice my. I
you
guess
could obviously reach on and put your drink.
I had to stand on my tippy toes when I was in high heels.
What the heck are you doing if you have to stand on your tippy toes, why is that the spot you're putting your drink?
It seemed like the safest spot where no one would knock it over, and it was the only other flat surface.
Did you see his open computer there?
I didn't see it. I had no idea it was
But
up
it was there. We know it was there, right?
Well, I mean, after it spilt over, when I put it up, it was like fine, and I turned my back, and someone was like, "Oh my God, Casey, your drink spilled." So I turned around, and I went, and then my friend who was sitting next to it jumped up on top of the chair to like see over it, grabbed the laptop. She went to the bathroom, and I followed up behind her, and we started blow drying and drying with the towels. And
at the time, did it work or no?
After she had dried it, it worked for a second, but then like a couple minutes later, it fizzed out, and that was it.
So you take it to, it's an Apple, right?
Yep.
So you take it to Apple, and then to fix it, they say would be $755.
At least, yeah.
Now, you two were good friends. Aren't you just a little bit horrified it got this far? And
I thought it was ridiculous.
so was there ever a point in time, well, ridiculous, that's a little strong. Was there ever a point in time when you tried to not make it ridiculous by saying to him, hey, I feel sort of bad, but, somehow you're responsible too. I don't know how. I don't know that you're saying that. You don't think he's responsible. You just think you're not.
So you throw a party, you're serving alcohol, one of the guests spills a drink on your computer, and that person, say, is drunk. Who has to pay for the computer, you or the guest?
You. I mean, you throw a party, you expect, something's going to get damaged, and it's...
So you're going to pay?
Yeah, I'll pay.
Okay, anybody think the guest should have to pay? Anybody think the guest?
I think, especially if it's a guest you know and you're close with, that the guest should at least split the cost with you.
But legally, is the guest responsible? Is the guest responsible?
Yes, the guest.
Why?
Because he brought his own property into my house.
Well, no. It's your computer. No. Well, okay. Too long to explain. Going inside the courtroom.
I think that I'm not 100% responsible. I mean, he knew the risk of, the risk.
He has an open computer at a party where people are drinking.
Yeah, the risk.
I know the risk that I'm going to spill a drink on your computer.
Well, I mean, for instance, like the computer that he had before, some girl purposely spilled her drink on his computer.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, you got to keep your electronics away from the women. For real?
Yeah,
did that really happen?
On purpose.
No, it didn't happen like, no.
No?
It's irrelevant too.
No, but it has nothing to do with this case, but I'm fascinated, so tell me.
And she didn't spill a drink or anything on it. She just happened to bump into it. And there's a whole bunch of stuff to it besides that.
Okay, no worries. No, it's no longer that fascinating. All right, so tell me, shouldn't you know where you're putting your drink and what's there when you're putting it?
I mean,
that sounds reasonable when I put it that way, right?
I mean,
And why didn't you know the computer was there when it's at a 90-degree open angle, and so it's obviously visible? It's not like he had it shut and was hiding it from everybody. He was playing the music from it, and it was at it was open. So that means it was 10 inches taller than the armoire. So if you had just had your eyes open, wouldn't you have seen the computer?
I mean, I didn't see it. I mean, I can't see anything on top of that.
I don't know. How do I? You guys are. I'm impressed with you guys as young. I hope my children grow into the kind of people that you are. I really do. You're 21. You're responsible. You've rented rooms so nobody's driving. You're. The boys are one room, the girls are in another. Please be my children. Okay. You don't want to be pictured on Facebook with a drink. Everything is great. So I commend you on all that, but you also have to know where you're putting your drink. Yeah. And I can't look at him and lecture him on anything. What did he do wrong? But what I sort of don't understand as a friend of his for a long time is why you didn't at least say to him, you want to split this? Can I pay some?
I did.
Was there ever? Okay.
I offered to pay for like half. I offered him to give him $500.
Did she?
Yeah, there were numerous offers made, but then that got taken back and it was changed again. Oh. And that's why I got to the point where I was like, all right.
Was it taken back?
Well, for the fact that I don't have a job and I have no income, I said that I would have to wait till the summertime where I could get a job.
And you were making that offer when? In January?
And then,
does anybody have a picture of the armoire? Not a chance. Oh, you do? What'd you do? Go back to the hotel and take a picture? Honey, how could you not see the computer open in a 90-degree angle on that? I mean, that's not that high up.
I mean, there was also other
I
stuff
think it's
up
your
there
fault,
too.
and I'm going to order you to pay him the $755 plus tax plus your court costs. Okay? That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Let's see what the defendant has to say coming out of here. You lost this case. What's your reaction to that verdict?
I mean, I think the judge, honestly, she ruled in the best thing that she thought was right.
Yeah, she did what she thought.
It was an accident. It wasn't like I did it on purpose or anything like that. And I felt sorry about it. And it's sad that this has now cost our friendship. So
What is the state of your friendship now over this?
I will never speak to him again. I won't
Really?
deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. I mean,
Because of
it's an
what
accident.
specifically? What is it that you're so mad about?
That it got this far when there was an offer and I offered to give $500.
All
And
right. Okay. All right. Head right down that way, okay? You're welcome. Thank you. All right. So come on in here. Step on in. You satisfied how this comes out?
Oh yeah, happy with the output of it. So I mean,
You realize? Go ahead.
I'm just hoping there's no hard feelings really with it.
Well,
I mean,
did you hear her?
I did hear her.
She's never going to talk to you again, she said.
If that's the way she wants to go about it, then
All right.
she's entitled.
All right, Harvey.
Okay, there's no such thing here as assumption of risk. The guest spills the drink, the guest's responsible for the damage to the computer.